Whether we like it or not, whether we believe it or not, we are locked in a life and death struggle with the forces of evil. And I tell you, as the best possible advice I can give you, be close, very close to the Mother of the Lord. She is leading us into deep communion with her Eucharistic Son. True devotion to Mary will lead you to the Eucharist. Please know that beyond any shadow of a doubt. Our Lady does not just bring you to herself, she moves you to her Son. And Jesus brings you to the Father in the power of the Holy Spirit. That's how it works. The Eucharist, that's what's going to conquer evil. It is the Eucharist that is going to transform the world. Our Blessed Mother is leading us into deep communion with the Holy Eucharist. You must make progress. Many of you still don't make a holy hour. Many of you still don't visit the Blessed Sacrament, and you're the best. You're the cream of the crop, the pillars of the church. You're the hope of the world. You still aren't making a holy hour. The last few years of his life, the great Archbishop Fulton Sheen dedicated himself totally toward one end, to get priests to make a holy hour. That's what Our Lady wants from all of her children. She's drawing us to Jesus in the Eucharist. You tell me you have problems. You tell me that your family is being split apart. You tell me you have cancer. You tell me you're dying of this. You tell me your husband left. What advice do I have for you? Draw near to Our Lady, who will bring you close to Jesus in the Eucharist. Go into the chapel, to the church. If you can't give an hour to make a holy hour, then give a minute. Like the story I once heard about a guy named Joe. Now, Joe was probably from the UP. And Joe had a very pious wife. And every day, his wife Mary would go to church, go to Mass. But Joe, being a busy kind of guy, he had to go to work early in the morning. But Joe dropped his wife off at the church, and she'd go in to spend time with the Lord and assist at Mass. But Joe just stick his head in the back door, and he said, "Hi, Jesus, it's Joe." And then he'd go to work. So he did it for years. Well, Joe finally died. And he went up to what he wasn't sure. He didn't know where he was. He was put in a little room and made to wait there. And after a while, he started to get nervous because he wasn't quite sure which place he was in. And then finally, the door creaked open, and the head went out through the crack in the door. And the person said, "Hi, Joe, it's Jesus. Come on in." Even if it's only a minute, spend a little time with the Lord in the Eucharist.